You know that Elon Musk's net worth is $684.3 billion. That's a lot. I was wondering, when does the Fibonacci sequence exceeds this number? Let's find out. If by chance you didn't know the definition of Fibonacci sequence, it's this one. That's probably not the case, since I know all of the people that are going to see this video. While I'm writing the code, let's pause a second and think of how big of a number 684.3 billion is. I probably never counted from 1 to that, not even skipping odd numbers. With all of those money, one would be able to buy enough doner kebabs to feed a family of 4. Really though, does the guy really needs all that money? I understand that he likes to throw rockets in the sky and buy social networks to be impossible to ban and to make his propaganda more powerful, and that those two things alone could be kind of expensive if taken too seriously, but come on. Sometimes I wonder, how hard would it be to tax the rich in a way that they can't exceed a threshold of money and use the money to provide health care and basic needs? Maybe I am getting a little too carried on with, quote, being a communist. So let's carry on and test this bad boy code with very good expectation for its performance. I used the definition of the Fibonacci series, which is very elegant. How could it be that bad? Oh, the code doesn't seem to compile. I can think only of a reason for that to be true. The compiler must be wrong. I guess I have to look for the new compiler collection email to notify the problem. Okay, just kidding, here I found the error. Let's try again and run the code. Wow, who could have said that? This is painfully slow. How is it possible? Is making basic algebra very fast something at which computer are very good at? Well, this is true only as long as you tell your computer the right way to do it. There is a lot of mathematical theory about how to do it, but I don't know much of it, and to understand why this code is so bad, you don't really need to go too much in depth about it. Let's say we call the function with the number x. The function will be called again more 2 times, one with x minus 1, and the other with x minus 2. For both of those two number, it will be called twice, and so on and so forth, until 1 and 0 are reached, for whose the stack can be freed, and the result can be delivered to the main function. This means that the number of instructions grow exponentially with the input. If you didn't understand, don't worry, a lot of people waste their life for something that they aren't meant to do. You are just like them. Anyway, there really is a better way to do it. Let's write the code to calculate the same number, maybe this time without using recursion. I might get other errors, but none of them will ever be as big as the one my mother did when she decided she wouldn't abort me. This time I don't even need to call I function, since I don't want the recursion. Also, did you notice that I am using a long instead of an int? That's because the integer on most systems, included mine, are represented on 32 bits, so they overflow at about 4.2 million. And did you know that integer overflow in the C language is undefined behavior, and signed overflow is not? Okay, at this point, the code should be right and ready, so let's try it. Et voila, here we get the answer I was looking for the question I asked myself, and I really did not need to know. Sometimes I wonder if she would love me if she knew that I use Vim instead of Emacs.